Morning. Good morning. I'm going to pick up my kids some breakfast from the Burger King. I want to tell you something, and maybe this can help you. Maybe it could help you and enlighten you to many different things that could be known or not known. Over my almost 3 decades of life, I have learned a lot of things. A lot of things. I done met with high Congress people. I done learned about, talk to pimps and the hoes. I done learned from the drug dealer and the drug addict. I done learned from the pastor and the pastor wife. I done learned from just basically people. What I have learned from those people is a basic knowledge of things. I learned from the scripper how a scripper became a scripper. All she did is took money from one person. That's all she did. And someone gave her money to dance as a young person, or a person, maybe her husband, maybe her boyfriend. And once she found out that she can get money for her body, she went into the clubs and started dancing for money. What I learned from the pimp found out that he had persuasion power to lead the individual into working for herself or himself. He never wanted to be a pimp, but the women who adored him wanted him to be something greater or manage them for doing something that they knew they wanted to do to create opportunity for themselves. They needed a manager. What I learned from a congressperson, they always been president, valedictorian, and so forth in their classes, leadership to a higher level. Good morning. What I learned from a person, let's say, you. I learned from you that when you come here, you're looking for knowledge, looking for something to create, something that's going to give you edge. These are common things and a lot of people don't do, but they accept it. What I learned from the drug dealer, that all he was doing is smoking a joint. And then all of a sudden, one of his friends said, well, man, can I buy that joint off of you? And that led him into becoming a drug dealer. And what I learned from the drug addict, that all he did is got hold to some drugs that made him feel higher than normal. And he wanted that same high over again. What I'm trying to break down to for you, many people do things over and over again, and why they become who they are, the prostitute becomes a prostitute, the drug dealer becomes a drug dealer. a pimp. The lawyer becomes a lawyer. The congressperson becomes a congressperson. And the one thing they have in common is they are very consistent at their behavior. You can't get mad when a person who likes to drink and he tried one beer, and he got addicted to beer. But he wanted to be addicted to beer, so he got another beer. Then he said, oh, well, that beer made me feel so great. I'm an alcoholic. Well, let me get another beer or scotch or something on the rocks. And he became consistent with that. Or they became consistent. And they bought bottles and bottles and bottles of that stuff for their enjoyment of consistency. They wanted to be consistently drunk. They wanted to be consistently high. They wanted to be consistently paid. They wanted to be consistently laid. They wanted to be consistently dancing. They wanted to be consistently working. When you look at these common factors of anything, your consistency gonna get you where you want to be. If you're a business person is no different from anyone else. But what they will tell you is a high risk to be in a business. I'm here to tell you the risks are all common. See, when you become a business owner and you start doing business stuff, you start learning the consistency of a business and why that is something that could make you better than everyone else. Your consistency will stand out over time. Some people don't enjoy that. They enjoy the consistency of what I just mentioned. If you are a lawyer, you already been a debater. Long before you hit that first case, the best debater debates many, many, many debates. And that debater, over time, will win a few. That debater will consistently win because he has the most cases. As of a doctor, I'm sure many of you do not want to get involved with a doctor that's not very consistent of doing surgery or analyzing the body, the human body. You don't want that. But how did that person become consistent? What was the origin of their beginning? Most times, the origin of their beginning came from playing with frogs or dissecting or analyzing a sore or putting a bandage on someone. Heartfelt consistency. Once they learned that they made the person or the human person or wellness or how it ticks, they wanted to do more to be consistent. You may debate that. You might say a father or mother or something made that happen. And common is generational and will. But however, at the long point of this, being consistent at anything will make you better at everything. Hey, please subscribe to this channel. I hope you all understand that I had to get through it. Samuel, Sizzle, Bank Lady of the Family, Roy back, all of y'all, I really appreciate you coming on this morning. All the rest of them subscribe. Go to our website, buy your books called The Business Hustle Owner. Buy your books called The Business Hustle. Buy all three for $69 at BhOinnovations.com. Learn about being consistent. Don't hate the business person. Understand it's consistent. Consistency will win you everything in business. Please subscribe.